Experience. It's the teacher of all things. Its lessons propel you forward to overcome obstacles and learn how far you can go. It's what makes you, you. And it's at the heart of every Macquarie University degree. It means you can combine virtual and on-campus learning and personalise your degree. With courses co-created by industry leaders and degrees with inbuilt internships, you learn directly from those with experience. When you're powered by our collective, You get the experience you need to get ahead. You become more than just you. You become you to the power of us. Macquarie University.
Good afternoon. Welcome to this afternoon's ceremony. Yes, graduands, would you mind being seated, please? Welcome. It's a very special occasion. Special for a number of reasons or a number of people. Graduands on my right and parents and friends who've come to celebrate with them. Welcome. First thing, can I ask that all mobile phones be turned to silent? I appreciate that. You're welcome to take photographs, but we ask that you don't stand and impede the view of people behind. We don't want you to stand in the centre aisle at any stage nor approach the stage. Today's ceremony will be streamed live on Macquarie University's YouTube channel. So people who can't be here for whatever reason, overseas or in the country or another state, then they can watch it. Graduands, if you've ordered any plaques or frames, please collect those at the end of the ceremony from around the back. Also available are portrait photographs, and that's in a room directly behind the stage. You have to go out to get to it, but it's there, that way. Something else. Somebody remind me what I have to say, please. Cup of tea? Yes, a cup of tea later. Yeah. If we need to evacuate, please follow the instructions of security staff. We haven't needed them up till now, so we hope we don't ever need them. But they will be here. You don't see them, but they're around. I now need to talk to graduands. Let's go. Graduands, congratulations. You've made it. Okay? You're wondering when the day would arrive for you to say that I've made it, and that you would be here, sitting down, waiting to get your test tamers. You'll graduate first and then get your test tamers. And my congratulations to you. It's been a long, hard road, hasn't it? Probably longer for some people, and not quite so long for others. But regardless of whether it's a PhD or a bachelor's or a master's, it's still hard work. Okay, what's going to happen before you graduate? The official party will enter the hall, come up the centre stage and take their positions on stage. You'll be asked to stand for that. The national anthem will be played, and we ask that you remove your trenchers or your boaters and your bonnets. And when you're finished, and you've sat down, put them back on, tassel on the left. Okay? If it ends up somewhere else, there'll be some helpers around the back to sort that out. Plus, get your robes fitting properly for the photograph. Okay? So you've all sat down. There'll be a welcome to country from Uncle Chris Tobin, and he will address you from here. Following that, the presiding officer will address you as well. Then there will be an occasional speaker to talk to you. An occasional speaker is like a guest speaker, but for some reason universities call them occasional speakers. Not because they're occasional people, but they're just occasional speakers. Anyway, I don't understand, but maybe you do. They'll come and talk to you, address you from here. Then following that, is the important part. Now, I know some of you, by looking at the gowns that you have on you, you've graduated before today. If not at this university, and that's a shame, but if you're from this university, that's so much better. So you've got masters and PhDs. At the moment, you are called graduands. Okay? You're not graduates until the presiding officer says so. So you all stand. Presiding officer will seek assurance from the acting registrar that you've satisfied all the requirements for the award of your degree. Is there anyone here that hasn't? Everyone's satisfied their requirements. Oh, that's good. That's good. You wouldn't be here, would you? Really? Anyway, so you'll be asked to stand for that. Presiding officer will then confer your degrees upon you. So you become graduates. You'll be asked to sit. An usher will collect at the last row. Take you all the way around the back. Somebody around there will give you one of these. Give you one of these. Your name will be in here. Your testaments are in here. And in some cases, probably academic transcripts. We give it to you around there, and we ask you to hold it like that. Okay? For photographic purposes. And I'll talk about photographs shortly. Now, you all have mobile phones, I'm sure. You wouldn't have got in the door if you didn't. How strange is that now? You have to have a mobile phone on you. It's not, oh, yeah, I might have one. I might bring it today, or I might not bring it. Anyway, your mobile phones, if you have a pocket, please put it in your pocket. We don't collect them. And what I'm saying is don't leave anything behind, especially your mobile phones, because I'm not collecting them. Maybe I should. I might get a bit of money somewhere for them. But anyway, bring your phones with you. In your pocket. If you don't have a pocket, we'll put it in your left hand, like that. That's your phone, there, and that in front of it, like that. Okay? So you go around the back. You'll be asked to walk up a ramp in that corner, and you'll come out that hole there, that opening. There'll be somebody in the corner that will check your name. So your names get checked a few times because we want to make sure we're giving you the proper one and that we don't read out a name of somebody who's not here, or we don't read out a wrong person's name because they're two people back. So come up there, you'll approach the presenting officer. The presenting officer will read your name and then acknowledge you by doing that. And we ask you to do the same. So just fingers there and just tilt your head. If you don't want to shake hands, put your right hand here and just nod. And that's here. I'm a bit premature, but anyway. You walk across. If you get to here and you say, oh, I forgot to do that, you don't have to go back and have another go. Okay? Just keep coming across here. Stand here. Shake hands with the presiding officer, and the photographer will be down there, and you'll have your photograph taken. Now, one point about this photograph, it's the official photograph of your graduation, all right? Official. So what does that mean? Well, you have to look your best and at least smile, okay? Now, why I say be very careful and concentrate on what you're doing is that when you get around the back, you'll see your photographs up on the wall. And you take yours down and you say, oh, I don't like this. You can't come back and have another go. Sorry, you only have one opportunity for a good photograph. So make it the best. You'll leave the stage, down there, through that opening, and back to your row. Okay, now, as I said, all of you have mobile phones. We ask that when you're on stage, there be no selfies. Okay? We ask that, we appreciate that. So you go back down the aisle, somebody will put you in your row. Now you won't be in the same seat. It's a 99% guarantee that you won't be in the same seat. So what we ask is that you walk all the way along that row and take up the next available seat as you work your way along. Now, you'll realise that you're first out, you're first back. So we don't want you sitting down there and have everyone else climb over your knees to get to their seat. So just keep walking along until you fill up that row, then the next row, and then the next row. Now, 5 people here in the red gowns and this young fellow on the end, they're your seats. So no one else take them, all right? They'll get very cross. Okay, that's their seats. So we'll keep those and an usher will make sure. And if there's anyone there, just kick them out. Okay, you've sat down. One of you fine folk will give the graduate speaker's address. And who might, somebody just sort of a little wave if they don't want to stick their arm up. Thank you, good. That saves me nominating somebody else to do it. Okay, so you've all sat down, graduate speakers addressed you, then there'll be a musical interlude, and then the ceremony will be closed by the presiding officer. Everyone will stand. Academic procession will leave the stage, down the centre aisle, out the doors and around for refreshments around at the side. And that's when you can take as many selfies as you like. Okay? So, and graduates, follow 2 rows at a time. Okay? Appreciate that. And that's about it. So all I can say is enjoy yourself. It's one of those occasions where you should be proud of what you have achieved, and you know you've worked very, very hard to get here. So well done. Have a good day.
Congratulations on your graduation, the start of a bright future, a future that Macquarie University wants to share with you. As a graduate, you are now part of our alumni community, a vast connected network that spans the globe, with thought leadership and networking events, locally and around the world, where you can connect with other alumni, find a future employer or employee. Also, as part of the alumni community, you have access to a wide range of benefits, including special discounts, free access to the library for life, an alumni e-magazine, special events, networks, and career and professional development opportunities. We celebrate and champion our graduate stories and achievements, so stay connected and stay informed. Graduation is an amazing milestone and one step on a lifelong partnership with Macquarie. That's you to the power of us. Stay connected by letting us know where your journey takes you. Simply update your details at mq.edu.au/alumni.
Hello again. Shortly, the official party will enter the graduation hall. When they've taken their positions on stage, Advance Australia Fair will be played, and we invite you to join in the singing of the national anthem. Would you please stand for the academic procession, if you are able.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free, with golden soil and a well-fought toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains, then let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Please be seated. Good afternoon. My name's Sam Ricketts and I'm the very proud Pro-Vice-Chancellor Indigenous here at Macquarie University. Distinguished guests and graduates, I'd like to invite Uncle Chris Tobin, representative of the Darug people, to offer the traditional acknowledgement of country. Uncle Chris.
Thank you. Warumi Midiga, hello friends, and Nalawa, welcome. We begin today by acknowledging that we gather here today at Wallamata, the traditional country of the Darug people and the ancestral clan land of the Wallamadigal, the snapperfish people. I wish to pay my respects to our old people, those that went before us, our elders and our ancestors, and to thank the university for the invitation to come and join you for the acknowledgement of country. It's one of those beautiful and significant contemporary Australian practices that I find very encouraging, where we pay respects to Aboriginal people as well as affirming ourselves as a community or a nation that cares about what is right and works together in common purpose for the social and environmental healing of our country. My family, in fact, descend from Yarramundi, a respected elder and cleverman of the Burrabrongal clan during the early years of colonisation. He saw that our survival in this new world could best be secured if we could learn more about it. So he enrolled his daughter, Bullangai, or Maria, into the Native Institute, a school set up in 1815 by Governor Macquarie, offering formal education to Aboriginal children. Maria studied there for several years and used her newly acquired skills to lobby and eventually secure some land for herself and her family out along the Richmond Road. Other Aboriginal families soon joined them, seeking refuge there during the brutal displacement of Aboriginal people throughout the 1800s, and the place became known as the Blackstown, where the present-day city of Blacktown gets its name. We are very proud of her, as I'm sure your families are of you here today. And with good reason. Your success is our success. Your advancement, our advancement. Now that was probably better understood in more traditional times when camp groups were smaller and clans abided by strict sharing laws, which meant the food that you caught and brought back was distributed throughout the rest of the camp. Your skills and good fortune were thus enjoyed by all. Your efforts literally nourished the rest of the community, and you in turn were looked after by them. Yes, we can live quite beautifully when we work together. Our Aboriginal ancestors certainly lived well in many respects, and I use occasions like this to offer them to yourselves as a model or a benchmark on how good to expect our lives today. You see, when Captain Cook arrived here a little over 250 years ago, he described the people he encountered as one of the happiest people he'd ever met. They owned nothing, he wrote, but the tools they carried. They were mostly naked and made their shelters from the bark of trees without cutting them down, and fed their families from the earth without excessive tilling or clearing. There was no slavery, no rich and poor, and no homelessness. People cooperated to collect the resources that were needed, which were then shared out according to strict Aboriginal law. Our lands are maintained in their natural state through fire and responsible harvesting. Our rivers and waterways kept clean and unpolluted, with people drinking out of them as they've done here in Wallamata for the past 20,000 years. So please consider, this is not a dream or an ideal yet to be realised. This is normal life for us and for the longest time, and not that long ago. So there's no good reason why we should expect less for ourselves and our children than what our ancestors enjoyed. Admittedly, there's a lot more of us. However, we are a clever people, and there's still much magic in the world, I like to believe. So graduates, I would say expect great and wonderful things from your life. Life is good, we are naturally happy, and normally very good at looking after each other and the planet. I would just ask that you share your skills with the rest of us where you can, and keep following that beautiful spirit within you that got you this far. Do this, and I'm confident that we can put together a world we can be proud of and a future that is worthy of our children. We can all do our bit. I'll do mine now by winding up and letting you graduate. Just want to say congratulations to all of you and all the best in our collective futures. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, Uncle Chris. I'm pleased to introduce Deputy Vice-Chancellor, People and Operations of Macquarie University, Professor Eric Knight.
Thank you, Chris Tobin, for your heartfelt acknowledgement of country. Your presence is always appreciated, and we are grateful for your continued support and participation in our graduation ceremonies. Colleagues, esteemed guests, families, friends of graduands, and most importantly, our graduands themselves. It's my great honour and pleasure to welcome you all to this graduation ceremony. I extend a special greeting to you all from members of our University Council, the governing body of our university. We hope that today will be a joyous and memorable occasion for everyone. I notice that we have several young children and even a few babies with us today. Please know that they are especially welcome. We understand that young children may not stay still or quiet during the ceremony. Don't stress. If they get a little restless during the ceremony, please let them run around. They're more than welcome to do so. Today marks a significant milestone as we celebrate our soon-to-be graduates. Earning a degree demands intelligence, determination, and perseverance. You have worked tirelessly and should take immense pride in your accomplishments. We share in your pride and joy, and I extend my heartfelt congratulations to each of you. A warm welcome to the families, supporters, and friends of our graduates. Your presence today speaks volumes about the impact you have had on their journey. Thank you for celebrating this occasion with us. Originating in Europe, graduation ceremonies are one of the oldest social rituals in the world, And for over 800 years, graduates have been donning gowns like the ones you are wearing today and participating in ceremonies just like this one. Since those earliest graduations, the ceremony has remained almost unchanged, a defining feature in the life of every university and its students. We all recognise that Macquarie University is not an ancient university. In fact, we are now just over 60 years old. Though we are amongst the youngest universities in the world, we are immensely proud to partake in this time-honoured ceremony today. Everyone understands that youth has its advantages. Macquarie is very modern and outward-looking. We enjoy an enviable reputation for world-leading research excellence, research engagement and impact. We are at the crossroads of Sydney's north and northwest, and we are proud because in a city of light and hope, it is education, such as the one you have received here at Macquarie, that empowers people from all walks of life to live the life they have reason to value. Every generation faces unique challenges, but today's issues are unprecedented. How we address them will determine our future. I hope your education has emphasised the importance of collaboration for the betterment of our communities, nations and the world. As a graduate of this university, remember to reflect on these questions. How can I help? What is my responsibility? How can I engage in our local and global community? Respectful engagement and constructive dialogue are essential for solving significant problems. Use the skills and experiences of your education to actively participate in these discussions. Share your skills and knowledge. Continue to grow intellectually. Listen, learn from others, and respect diverse views. Stay curious and be a lifelong learner. After all, as Mark Twain once said, 20 years from now you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than the things that you did. So throw off the bow lines, sail away from the safe harbour, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream and discover. These are wonderful words, and I urge you to remember them. In just a few minutes, it will be my very great honour to confer your degrees upon you and welcome you as lifelong members of that community we proudly call Macquarie University. Before I do that, let me first introduce our occasional speaker for today. It's a great honour to introduce Tim Parsons. Tim is an experienced tech executive and a space angel investor who has been helping build Australian space ecosystem since 2014. Leveraging 25 years in aerospace, digital and systems engineering today, Tim coaches space startups, helps lead space industry growth initiatives and consults for space agencies, space companies and deep tech-focused organisations worldwide. Tim holds a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science from the University of Sydney and a Bachelor of Engineering and PhD in Aeronautical Engineering from Imperial College London. I now invite Tim Parsons to deliver the occasional address.
Hello everybody, my name's Tim. Thank you to the presiding officer for that introduction. Terrific to be acknowledging distinguished guests, families, children and grandchildren, and of course graduates, and the members of staff and faculty of Macquarie University. I live in Gadi, otherwise known as Sydney, the lands of the Gadigal people, and it is my privilege to acknowledge this, the lands of the Wallumattagal of the Darug Nation. Now, as you may have heard from the introduction, I am heavily involved in building Australia's space industry for you, really trying to create a vibrant global industry for all of us. And just recently, we concluded last week the world's largest space research conference, the International Astronautical Congress, where we had 7,500 people from all over the world, every space agency in the world, folks from 99 countries. And on Friday, we had a public day sponsored by Lego. And we had 10,000 people come and visit, families, children, and others, all fascinated by engineering, all fascinated by science, what you have been studying. And one of the things that we also love to reflect on in the Australian space industry is how we inherit a tradition of 65,000 years, which is about well over 1,000 generations, of the world's first astronomers, the first Australians, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders, were using the stars to guide them, to help them understand the seasons, to tell them when to plant crops, or when to move, or when to go and catch fish in the sea, or even for their ceremonies that mark the different passages of life, like the ones we have today. So we're very lucky and honoured to be in this country where we're just starting to learn all the wisdom that we have. Now, my brief today was to talk a little bit about my background, my career, but also make sure that reflects for you, and also give you one or two things that I think are important for you to hold on to as you begin this amazing next stage of your lives. But first of all, you made it. You made it. You're here. This moment is something quite extraordinary for you all, and you made it. Parents and family and younger brothers and sisters and grandparents, congratulations on the incredible achievement that this moment represents. I have the slight embarrassment to say that I had this moment back in the 20th century. I'm old enough to remember that. Most of you were not born yet when I had this moment, but I remember the tassel was just as irritating back then as it is today. I was coming of age in the early 90s into research and then into industry at a time of dramatic change, like you. Back then, the thing that was occurring was the beginning of the digital age. Things were going from paper to email. The first websites were appearing. We didn't have mobile phones that could load the internet yet, but we started texting each other rather than ringing up and making appointments. We also were dealing with the challenge of the end of the Cold War. Peace was breaking out. There was lots of geopolitical instability. We weren't sure how the world was going to shape up with the end of the Soviet Union. And in my particular area, space, we were coming to the end of giant government space programs. The shuttle was winding up, the Skylab had finished, the International Space Station was starting. So there's a whole series of things that were beginning and also ending, like yourselves. At this era that we're living in today, you guys are digital natives. In fact, you're super exciting. You're a generation of engineers who are digital natives. And you're also at the cusp of large language models, general AI, general robotics, the extraordinary change in how we treat knowledge, how we treat language, how we're going to build this new society so that it aligns with human values, so that it aligns with what we need as people, so that it helps us build a sustainable society. Wow! Technologically literate, savvy, highly educated Australians coming into this era now. No pressure, but we've got high hopes for you all. And we also know that you've lived through some extra stuff, the challenges of COVID. How many of you started your degree online when it was COVID? Quite a few. So congratulations on getting through that craziness, which is still playing out. And this era that you're coming into is one where we're hoping for more magic. We're hoping for things that make the world a better place, but we need you in there making sure that these values that we hold dear for open society, for listening, learning and sharing, building a sustainable world, those are things as close to your hearts as the technical disciplines that you've learned, all the different areas where you've figured out how to learn fast. So with that in mind, I have kind of three thoughts for you. You've been through a process where, like high school, right, and then followed by university, many of you have done 16 or more years of formal education. Yeah, you've come out of almost like a sausage factory, feels at times, and it's been very much outside, pressing in on you. Lots of knowledge, lots of deadlines. These guys have taken on a mantle of finishing a degree. That's coming to an end now. You're able to shrug that off and now think about what you might be able to do with that. So I think the most important thing is now you have an opportunity to go inside out. I want you I would love it if you had an internal dialogue that began from the inside, which is, I'm okay. I'm a good person. I've achieved amazing things. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to screw things up. I'm going to have to learn a whole lot of new things. But at my core, I'm a good person. That's the inside-out start. And then looking how you can use that inner strength that you now have publicly acknowledged from this degree that you can use to help others, that you can use to learn. So first of all, it's an opportunity now for you to go, okay, I am now a leader. I am now somebody who can ask powerful questions. I'm somebody who can say, can you say that again? I didn't quite understand. Is this what you meant? And do that from a position of strength. And I think that first, what we often call this now in our leadership training with many, many startups, we want you to be a player. A player is someone who focuses on things that are within their control. They recognize their strengths from the inside and they look at the things that they control. A classic way to test the difference between a player and a victim, which is the opposite, is a victim will say, oh, I'm sorry I'm late. The traffic was terrible. A player will say, I'm sorry I'm late. I didn't anticipate the traffic. You see the difference? It's a strength in yourself that you're okay, you are powerful, and you can take responsibility for things when they go wrong, which is actually an incredibly powerful thing to do. So my first piece of advice is be a player. Trust yourselves, trust your strengths. And then the second piece of advice I would give you, to echo others, is be a learner. Understand that the most powerful questions in the world are who, what, when, why, how. If you hear somebody say, oh, everybody knows that such and such, or you'd be a fool to think such and such, you know that person is a knower. They think that their knowledge is fixed. So even when you know that perhaps the radius of a circle is pi r squared, or 2 pi r squared, or pi r cubed, even if you know those things as you're going through your mathematics, and you hear somebody like me, like just came up with several different options, ask the question, why would it be this? Why would it be that? Or if somebody questions a piece of knowledge that you hold dear, instead of turning around and saying, no, that's wrong, ask why they think that. Be a learner, right? So be a player and be a learner. And if you can do those things, you'll find it easy to manage people, you'll find it easy to work with stakeholders, you'll find it easy to translate all of these changes for folks that don't have your knowledge or insight. The final thing I wanted to share with you is that your time is now. I think in 2025 in Australia, it has never been a better time to be a highly technically literate person. It's never been a better time to have a technology degree and to be going out into the workforce with this player-learner mindset. You have tools that you can use to help people analyze problems. You have ways that you can ask questions that help people form new strategies to solve some of the most wicked problems. You are coming of age at a time where Australia is rediscovering the word sovereign capability. We're rediscovering how to build things, how to make things, how to export things, how to partner with people around the world. You are an extraordinary generation, and we have very high hopes for you. We're incredibly proud of you. We want you to be open to new learning opportunities. We want you to lead bold and brave experiments. And above all, we want you to have fun. And I congratulate you on this wonderful occasion, and especially your families and all your supporters on this graduation day. And congratulations, class of 2025.
Thank you, Tim, for your very inspiring remarks and coming out and meeting our graduates today. It reminds me, with International Space Week last week, I think it was on Thursday night, I went with my daughters to go see a bunch of astronauts, and one of them was Joseph Akara, who was the chief astronaut at NASA. And he said that if you want to go fast, go yourself, but if you want to go far, go together with others. And I think as you were speaking, it reminded me of that. Graduation is such an important part of the university calendar. My colleagues and I always look forward to these ceremonies and conferring degrees on those who have met our requirements for such awards. I now call on our Acting Registrar, Sam Ricketts, to formally certify the eligibility of those who have met the requirements of these awards.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, People and Operations. I certify that all the candidates being presented here today and those who are absent have satisfied the requirements of the Academic Senate for the degrees they are to be awarded. Would all candidates for admission to degrees please stand?
In the name of Macquarie University Council and by my authority delegated from the Council, I admit each of you present here today and also who are unable to join us to the degrees for which you have been qualified. Congratulations.
Graduates, please be seated. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, People and Operations. The graduates at this ceremony are from the Faculty of Science and Engineering. I now call on Professor Sam Muller, Executive Dean of the Faculty of Science and Engineering, to present the graduates. Professor Muller.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, People and Operations. The graduates at this ceremony are from the Faculty of Science and Engineering. We are a dynamic faculty, driven by the spirit of discovery, striving to nurture the next generation of science and technology innovators. We endeavour to be the best for the world. We deliver world-class education to enable our students to reach their full potential and work with our communities to discover and innovate with sustainability at our core. We have a wonderful mix of science and engineering together in a single faculty, which means we can conduct research from fundamental science through to developing new technologies for the 21st century. I'll give you just a few examples of the exciting work underway in the faculty. In our School of Natural Sciences, our researchers have developed a science-based system for managing rivers, which is now used all around the world. And researchers in our Centre of Excellence in Synthetic Biology are engineering microbes to turn agricultural waste into sustainable products, building a new bio-based economy. Astronomers in our School of Mathematical and Physical Sciences are answering big questions, such as how the atoms that make up us all were forged in the explosions of ancient stars. They do this using instruments built here at AAO Macquarie. The AAO is a dedicated team of scientists and engineers who make specialist equipment to work with the world's largest telescopes to enable astronomers explore the cosmos. In our School of Computing, our researchers make fundamental advances in security and cryptography, so that we can trust the information technologies that our lives now depend upon. In our School of Engineering, we are helping to build the next generation of communication technologies, such as 5G and 6G mobile networks. In our Department of Applied Biosciences, we work closely with our industry and government partners to develop solutions to solve challenging problems, such as how to prevent the Queensland fruit fly from devastating fruit crops. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, People and Operations, I present to you the graduates from the Faculty of Science and Engineering whom we have admitted to degrees of or awarded diplomas. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Engineering Honours Class 1, recipient of the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence, Miftah Alam. Benjamin Kavanagh. Aaron Chakarian. Recipient of the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence, James Perry. Lucan Richards. Haoji Zhang. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Engineering Honours. Kassi Safin Ahmed. Syed Adnan Ahmad. Edma Alush. Asha Bush. Matthias Jean Kiang. Nathan Chang Longshan. Rahul Das. Jose Gabriel de Guzman. Jason De La Torre. Louis Christopher Damapucha. Luke Dowling. Alex Finnegan. Joshua Herberman. Mohammed Chabasai. Jessica Jamal. Kavish Jayasinghe. Shadrul Kamat. Alec Kadu. Harrison Keogh. Saraf Khan. Jonathan Koprivniak. Debashish Kumar. Jordan Lee. Zhengzhu Lin. Raymond Mai. Suraj Makan. Justin Maluk. Vero Mann. Sean Martin. Thomas Mercica. Jamal Merhed. Hayden Miller. Dylan Owen. Jacob Panetta. Ruben Parajuli. Dhruv Patel. Joseph Pham. Nalush Hirushu Perera Pitipunu Aruchigai. Path Rain. Alexander Ross. Mok Shuguru Saravanan. Hamish Scott. Cheryl Shah. Rangasan Sriskanth. Matthew Tadros. William Chan. Jasmine Walker. Sharif Weber. Edgar Vijaya. Jared Wilson. Sean Wynn. Benjamin Yee. Rifaya Masisin Zaman. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Electrical Engineering, Jay Mistry. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechanical Engineering, Jonah Brown. Jared Chetkaty. Digantha Kumar Saha. Dominic Zhang. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechatronic Engineering, Justin Dale. Lachlan Meredith. Lothan Miranda. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Software Engineering, Angel Kalaimani. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Engineering in Electronics Engineering, Lok Wen Lu. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Engineering in Networking and Telecommunications Engineering, Reza Pakravan. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Engineering Management, Wasiq Ahmed. Ghulam Shahid Akash. Jabil Al-Haddad. Haita Ali. Santosh Kumar Balaji. Dheeraj Betharai. Hannah Bibu Matthew. Paris Bist. Nikki Vidal de la Cruz. Aral Maragan Daramadurash. Hamzi El Khalid. Enkbaya Erdenejada. Chorel Fausto. Fazil Khan. Priya Gair. Ganesh Gantyala. Salmat Hassan. Mushtaba Islam. Khaja Karimuddin. Gauran Khanna. Svarash Balchandra Kanvalkar. Sagor Kumar Kundu. Abbas Kunle Latif. Samiksha Malhotra. John Michael Pillis Maligali. Akash Mani. Wesam Metalka. Mohammed Ibrahim. Devang Patel. Kalyan Kumar Pedanagari. Ayashma Bokkarel. Rahul Prabhakaran. Prem Ritesh Kumar. Anjali Rana. Ali Zaib Rashid. Isabel Dominic Reyes. Asraf Sharia Sami. Enrico Lorenzo Martinez Santos. Fani Bhargav Mukesh Satyawada. Shail Shah. Ali Shiros. Swastika Shrishta. Sarif Mahmood Swapnil. Farhan Ahmed Syed. Mahmoud Yusuf Syed. Roberto Valenzuela Figueroa. Naresh Vanilla. Navya Venkatesh Kumar. Yiming Zhang. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, People and Operations. A higher degree by research is awarded to a graduate who has successfully completed a program of study in which the defining characteristic is research. Our Master of Research is a 2-year full-time equivalent research training degree consisting of research-based coursework, postgraduate research training, and a major research project. Graduates who have focused on a specific research topic to produce a thesis of up to 20,000 words in preparation to a doctoral degree. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Research. Now a boss for a thesis entitled Magnetic Resonance Current Density Imaging for Multi-Electrode Transcranial Electric Current Stimulation. Evan Shelley, for a thesis entitled Optimized Interface to Control Programmable Electronic Measurement Equipment for Characterizing RF Devices. The Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to graduates who have demonstrated the capacity to conduct research independently by forming a distinct contribution to the knowledge of the subject and to afford evidence of coherence and originality shown either by the discovery of new facts or by the exercise of independent critical power. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Alice James, for a thesis entitled An Adaptive Localization-Based UAV Framework for Cooperative Load Transportation. Dr. Olencio de Souza, for a thesis entitled Process Optimization in Real-Time Domains Using Intelligence at the Edge. Dr. Avishkar Seth, for a thesis entitled Autonomous UAV Framework for Precise Localization and Mid-Air Item Exchange. Dr. Mackenzie C. Won Trong, for a thesis entitled Development of an Integrated Microfluidic Platform for Single-Cell Analysis. The University Medal is the university's most prestigious academic award and is awarded to students who have demonstrated exceptional academic excellence throughout their university studies. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, People and Operations, I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce and Bachelor of Engineering Honours Class 1 with University Medal for Mechatronic Engineering and recipient of the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence, Michael van Torena. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, People and Operations, that completes this afternoon's presentation of the graduates from the Faculty of Science and Engineering.
Congratulations to everyone. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, People and Operations. I call on Dr. Alice James, who graduated with a Doctor of Philosophy, to speak on behalf of the graduating group. Dr. Alice James.
Good afternoon, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, members of the university, fellow graduates, and guests. I am privileged to speak on behalf of the graduates today. Early in my master's degree, an IEEE speaker quoted Newton and said, "If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulder of giants," a sentiment that matches Macquarie's "you to the power of us." That's exactly how I've felt with my supervisors in this community. They modeled rigor with kindness and pushed me to simplify before solving. Macquarie gave me the opportunity and a platform to learn, a space to fail safely, and a chance to grow among brilliant academics, a vibrant cohort, and classmates who made long days shorter. I'm grateful to God and the universe for a journey of 2 masters and a doctorate in the field that I love. To my family, especially my parents who are here and back home, the best parts of me begin with you. Pursuing this degree with my partner, running experiments together, turned milestones into extraordinary memories. I recently read a line from a French poet. Now and then, it is good to pause in our pursuit of happiness and just be happy. So let's do that here. Now, pause, look around you, and take in everything that brought you to this seat. Carry joy with you as you chase what matters. Because if we can't find it in the small steps, we won't find it in the finish line. That lesson shaped my PhD. It was more a practice than a project. Most days weren't eureka moments. They were showing up consistently, testing honestly, and iterating with courage. That built resilience, walking back to the lab after every setback. What stayed with me is simple. Always believe in yourself, especially when the graph dips, the circuit smokes, or the model won't converge. And surround yourself with people who make you better. These are some of the skills that I hope we carry forward. Listen before you speak, write so others can build, lead with empathy, and celebrate every win, your own and those around you. I actually want to conclude with a line from my favorite actor. अगर किसी चीज़ को दिल से चाहो, तो पूरी कायनात उसे तुमसे मिलाने की कोशिश में लग जाती है. That translates to, when you want something with your heart, the universe conspires to help. And that is how this degree felt. Today, you were that universe. The Macquarie community, my mentors, colleagues, friends, and my loving family. Thank you, and once again, congratulations, class of 2025, we did it.
Alice, thank you for those very wonderful reflections on your time here at Macquarie University, and I think there's much wisdom in your idea that the thesis is not just a project, but a practice.
Oh, mia bambina cara.
Guests, please join me in expressing our appreciation for Angela Bauer for that superb performance, who is also the founder and artistic director of Coast Opera Australia. Please also join me in thanking our musicians of this afternoon: on the organ, Heather Moen Boyd, and on the Chinese traverse flute, Dr. Chai Channing. I'd like to take this opportunity to acknowledge and thank the representatives of our alumni community who have generously offered their time to ensure the day runs smoothly so that you can celebrate this occasion. And finally, please join me in thanking our technical staff who ensure that the proceedings can be seen and heard, not only for you here today, but for those watching this event from abroad. Graduates, today marks a significant transition in your relationship with Macquarie University, but it is far from the end of your journey with us. From this day forward, you join the extensive Macquarie family, a global network of over 243,000 alumni spanning more than 150 countries. This is just the beginning of the rest of your lives. We look forward to welcoming you back on campus whenever you want to come for alumni events, further studies, or simply to reminisce. Graduates, earning a degree brings opportunities and privileges, but also responsibilities. Commit to lifelong learning and inquiry, set ambitious goals, and continue the hard work that has brought you this far. As Macquarie graduates, I hope that you will use what you have learnt, both for the benefit of yourself and for the betterment of our community. Uphold the good name of our university. Remember the people who have helped you along the way, many of whom are here with you today. To acknowledge their contribution, I ask all of the new graduates to please stand. Now, please place your testaments on your seat and turn to face your family and friends. Can I ask you to give them a round of applause? If you can turn around, but please remain standing. On the dais are representatives of our academic staff who have supported you throughout your journey. Please join me in thanking them. Graduates, please pick up your testaments from your seats. The official party will soon leave the graduation hall, followed by the graduates. As we do, our organist will play the traditional recessional music of graduation, Gaudiamus Igitur, which begins with the Latin lyrics, Dum sumus juvenes. This song whimsically speaks of youth and old age, the brevity of life and the inevitability of death. Now, may I ask everyone to please stand. Shortly, I will lead the official party out, followed by the graduates. I also invite you all to enjoy some light refreshments. To the graduates of Macquarie University, my warmest congratulations and best wishes for futures filled with success, satisfaction and happiness. In closing today's celebration of your achievements, may I say again, Gaudiamus Igitur, therefore let us rejoice.